Okay, so yesterday, yesterday evening, while I was watching UFC, random story by the way, I was playing Tekken Online, right? But I was playing Tekken Online on PlayStation 4.
Get ready for the next battle.
And I ran to this dude. I was playing Brian, and I was trying to rank up to Tekken God. I was gonna say Tekken God King. Tekken God Prime, but I was Tekken King, and I was trying to rank him up. And I ran to this dude who played Julia, or whatever. And after the very first match, he sends me some fucking hating ass mail. He goes like, "The game just bailed you out right there, LMAO," or some shit. You know, some weak shit. He didn't know it was me because my nickname was like something random, right? And then I don't really respond because I would have to type it on the fucking stick. And the next match was going on, you know, so I didn't really respond. I just key charged after I won every round the next game. Right? I key charged every time. And then right after that game, second game, he goes, why you key charge? So I finally took the time to send a message. I said, don't be rude. And then he was like, who's rude? You key charging. He was like, I'm not being rude. Or some shit. And then what the fuck happened after that? I said, yeah, he's game blaming. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a bad mentality to have. Then he's like, how's that being rude? So I said, well, it was the first thing you said to me. And then get this, he actually had a change of heart. He was like, that makes sense. I never really thought of it that way. My bad. And I was kind of shocked. I was like, wow, this is how friendships are made. Yeah, he came around, you know what I mean? You guys over here sending hate mail, fighting fire with fire, probably responding hating ass hate mails and shit. Well, all you gotta do is just talk, you know? Mediate things, and things could be good. Y'all thought this shit was gonna get, like, you know, hate mail and everything, but no. He said some bullshit. I taunted him, and then he, you know, understood where I was coming from. I was like, hey, dude, you never even said GG's or hey. Oh, by the way, he was like, right after he said never saw it that way, he said, nice Brian, by the way. I was like, yeah, there you go. That's the spirit. What the fuck happened after that? I can't remember because I was like, I'm gonna tell this guy it's me. Then I told him, and they kind of like freaked out. By the way, this whole time we're playing games and he's getting no games. By the way, just thought I should put that in there. He's getting no games, but then he realized it's me. He's like, holy shit. And then he apologizes. He's like, my bad, bro. I really didn't mean it. Oh, I almost destroyed this style on the. Oh, fuck. He's like, you're my idol or some shit. Which is cool. I told him, you know, it's not that serious. I was just messing around. I kind of like to troll and have fun too, so that's why I was key charging in the first place. But I was like, yeah, whatever. And I gave him some pointers, and we went on our way. The end. That was a good story, huh? Oh my God! Dude hit me in the air, sent me flying. One thing though is that, like, usually when I tell people like, hey, it's Anakin, it's me, or you know, I'm Anakin or whatever, they don't ever believe it. That guy was the first guy to actually believe it. Maybe it's because I was drilling him. But he believed me. And I was like, I could just be some random fake guy, you know? What if I just said I'm Jimmy J. Tran? He would have probably believed me too. So the moral of the story is, that guy needed to do more bow and arrows. He wasn't really going low. And he said some shit like, yeah, I kind of hesitate to go low because I just have bad timing. And I've been using back 3. I just got a lot of, even on the plus frame lows, like back 3. And right then and there, I learned something, you know. I learned that people buy into frames way too much. The reason why this guy sucks and can't use lows good is because he knows too much about the frames. What the hell is happening? He knows too much about the frames. This dude is playing ranked battles against higher rank. Well, this guy's not that high.
Get ready for the
Yo, Dinks Demon lurking. I thank you for the 28 straight. God damn. My bad. I was focused on the game, by the way. He would probably say that guy is your, yeah. He'd probably be like, yo, you're my idol, Mr. Naps. Holy shit. He didn't ask me to prove it or nothing. Knowing too much about frames is not good. And just being mad because dudes are mashing with their negative or you can't do things on time is, let me start over. Yeah, it's just not good to fucking buy into frames. Because, like that guy, you're only going to look at the numbers. You're never going to look at the opponent. You're never going to look at yourself. You're never going to look at, you know, the things that make this game what it is in some ways. It's like the ability to do whatever the fuck you want and still win. There are a lot of different ways to win. So that guy was thinking that back 3 was Julia's best move because it gave plus frames. And so he never ended up even figuring out how good bow and arrow was. And that's the move with Julia that makes people really respect her or whatever. So if you think about too much about frames and you get salty because people are mashing on negative, you never really get to figure out things like the opponent's playstyle, the tendencies. You're just so caught up on, man, they're swinging at negative. They're swinging at positive. Yeah, right? Or they're not swinging at positive. Like, one thing you have to remember is that for even these frames and stuff like that to be valid, both players have to be playing, like, properly, right? Oh, no. What I mean by that is, like, if you have plus frames, you need to do something that's, like, gonna work out in terms of the numbers, and you have to do it on time. A lot of times I see people going for frame traps, and it's not even on time. Like, it doesn't even matter that they're going for a frame trap because they don't know how to time it up and set the trap. Should be alive. And then there's like sidestepping. You can sidestep when they're negative, and you thinking you got plus frames and you're gonna keep attacking, and it's all in the frames, right? It should work out. The numbers is the way the game works. The 3D-ness and all the different attack choices and the hitbox. There are just so many factors that you have to consider that are way more important than frames a lot of times. There's a lot more to frames. Oh, there's a lot more to the game than frames. And for me, it was one of the last things that I learned as a player that I was trying to get better. It was the last thing that I really kind of tackled. I mean, you don't have to know frames in order to know how to punish. You just look at a move and you ask the guy who you're playing, can I punish that? What should I punish it with? The guy's going to say, you know, you can launch that or you can get jabs. And do you need to know how many frames the jabs are or how many, you know, not really. Because what happens is the frames tell you what move to use to punish. But if you just get straight to the point and know what to punish with them, you can skip over the frames part.
Round one. Fight.
So you're saving yourself an extra step by actually not thinking about frames, if you look at it that way. Like, I just started off looking at all learning the moves that people like to use with the characters in the game at the time. And as my main character, Paul, Jin, whatever, I knew how to punish it with my punishing moves. And that was the end of that. And when I got hit, you know, I might block, depending on what the move is, depending on how soon I can attack afterwards. You don't see the frames when you're playing anyways. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference between being at -7, being at -6. So it's more about how you're feeling a lot of times. Yeah. Some people are like the type to want to know everything about the game that they're playing. These are the guys that sit there and, you know, want to learn all the frames of the moves and really not have it even be applicable a lot of times. I mean, that's fine. I'm not knocking the people that want to know everything about the game because the game is very deep and it's cool to learn about. It's cool to be that guy that just has all the frames and the punishers on deck. We need people like that in our community. So if you want to do that, that's fine. But if you're trying to get better, don't think like same thing with like controllers. You know, people think that switching the stick, switching the hitbox, mix box, whatever box is gonna make them that much better. That's not the case with frames. It's not gonna make you any better when you learn the frames. It's just gonna make you that more saltier when you lose because you fucking spent all that time learning extra shit only to have it not really matter that much. Rather I tell you that right now than for you to realize this too late, you know. I learned punishment more through trial and error. Hey, better than just sit there and looking at the charts all day. I ain't never done that a single day in my life. I've been busy playing Tekken and mashing people's heads in, doing highs, mids, lows. You know, and then if there's anything specific I want to know later on, cool. But I'm not going to waste my time, you know, when I can sit there actually having fun doing the things I like to do in this game. I did it! I did it! I did it! I'm so happy! Yeah! And I didn't have to sit in practice mode all day doing this shit, man. Anything is possible! Like DP! Anything is possible!